Greetings, everybody. I wanted to make a video on my home teaching studio and recording studio to give friends some inspiration and ideas about how they might be able to do that at home or change the setup they've got at home. Lots of my friends are posting pictures of their home teaching setups, and I thought I'd do a video on what I've put together. In March, I assembled a pretty fancy one with stuff that I brought home from school because I knew I wouldn't be coming back to school for a while. My school is going back full time, so a lot of the nicer equipment got sent back to school. And I've gone through a lot of junk and gifted stuff and lost and found stuff that I've hoarded and cobbled a pretty cool studio together. So, left to right, I've got my music stand. If you like to use old music stand lights, I suggest getting LED bulbs so that they don't get hot. My monitor speakers are from the 90s. They're passive. They're Samson M40s. They originally came with a subwoofer and an amp. The amp and subwoofer have since died. So, what are they being powered with? Well, since we use Bluetooth speakers to listen to music while we're cooking and doing the dishes, we don't use our old home stereo anymore. So our old home stereo from the 90s is powering my passive speakers. I know studio purists are saying, but that's the wrong frequency response. You want a flat Yeah, I know. I have a blue Snowball microphone, USB mic. It sounds great. The only thing that I wish I might add next is a YouTube hub a USB hub where I can power everything on and off, because the only way I power this mic on and off is by pushing the cable in and out in the back. Not ideal. So I've got my school Chromebook up on a stand. That'll go back and forth to school with me, but when it comes home, it'll be here. And that way the screen's at the right height for me. And my dusty keyboard, Bluetooth keyboard, is down here with a mouse. That little silver stand is for my cell phone while I'm working, so I can keep track of the time. So this station is basically my Google Meet, Zoom, teaching from a distant station, correcting online work, basically work computer. Okay, my music creation and production computer is actually my new iPad, which I adore. It's on a microphone stand right now, but it can be down on this little blue stand or over on its keyboard, which I'll show you in a minute. I have above it a USB mic for iOS. It's the Line 6 Sonic Port VX. I love it. It's great. It has a stereo option as well as a mono option. And it also has guitar inputs up at the top. I got a pop filter in front of that. I use as my DAW, I use a couple different DAWs right now. I got GarageBand going, hooked up to a MIDI keyboard that a friend just donated. Below that, I've got another keyboard stand with a slab of wood on it and places to charge, and my USB hub, and a Bluetooth keyboard that works with the iPad, and a mouse. I got a great pair of headphones, but those will probably have to go back to school. So the Chromebook is going to the home stereo and the passive speakers. But I can't play examples through the same system that I'm using to meet online with. So the iPad is actually connected to an old Dean Markley PA system. Bought that at school back in the mid-90s to be our portable PA for different events around campus. Over the 10 years it got major use. The reverb tank got looser and looser, and it started clanking more and making horrible sounds when you moved it around. And I thought if it kept in regular use, it was going to die. But if you leave it alone and leave it in one place, it still works great. So this ancient thing is now my iPad playback device. Up on top of that, I've got a Fender Greta. It's a 1-watt tube guitar amp, so that I can plug a ukulele into it and get a little tube warmth to it. It's sharing the speaker with the Dean Markley. The Dean Markley also has another speaker on the other side of the studio. Okay, so it's not really stereo sound, it's binaural, but it's sounding great. Have an old college tapestry as our background. And then in the other corner of the studio is my wife's teaching studio. She tends to carry everything with her as she goes to school and works from downstairs and works from the back deck, so she likes to keep her desk blank. So that's our home studio. I hope it gave you some inspiration that you don't have to spend a ton of money to get what you need. Look through what you've got, piece it together. Yes, there are things I would love to get next. I would love to get a better audio interface, maybe a mixer interface, so that I could use a good condenser mic instead of USB mics. I would love powered monitors so that I could get the home stereo out from under my feet. But, put together what I got, and I don't have to spend more money, and I got a great, fun to work with home teaching studio. So I hope this has inspired you. I hope you'd have some fun watching it. If you have any ideas, let me know. If I've helped you, let me know, and thanks for watching.